What's up, hero? Hey, listen, have you ever stopped something prematurely? It's because you probably were doing your exploits selfishly. I'm going to show you how to get out of that and to get into your noble cause. When we function from a noble cause, we have much more stamina than the person who's just trying to get to their goals because of them. When we know what our noble cause is, it actually gives us endurance to get through the crap because when the pain comes, and it will come, we're able to associate it with something positive, something noble, something higher than self. And so let's just real quick get into exactly what a noble cause is and how to develop that for your life and for your business so that you become an unstoppable force. A noble cause is anything outside of yourself that's bigger than you. Now, I believe that this is deeply connected with purpose. When we look at who it is that we are and why it is that we're here, it's not about you, my friend. It's about others. In fact, I love the book by Simon Sinek, which is Start With Why. But even better than that question, or maybe, I guess if I were to suggest a correction to that, I would say, how about start with who? If you start with who, you are going to be able to summon something inside of you, a superpower. You've heard before of mothers that have, and I don't know if it's real or fake, but the story is real. Mothers being able to lift cars off of their children. People doing superhuman things because the person they loved was at risk. If I were to put it to you this way, if I were to give you, let's just say you were driving by a burning building, and but I told you that there was $100,000 of cash in a suitcase and back. Building was ablaze. Who knew if you would be able to get in or out? Let's actually even raise it. Let's just say $1 million. $1 million is in a burning building, and if you go get it, it's yours. Are you going to go in and risk your life? Some people might. Most of us would not. Now, if I said instead of that $1 million suitcase that's sitting in there, what if I replace that with a loved one? Now, what are you doing? You're running in. You're not even thinking. You are going for it. What changed? And what now enabled you to do something that prior to that was considered probably unthinkable? It was the cause. It was the person. It was the reason. It was the who that's associated with a difficult action. Well, listen, every day you and me have dragons to slay. We also have this wonderful thing called comfort. And if there's not enough reason to go slay that dragon, we're going to find ourselves probably sitting back and waiting at least one more day or avoiding it altogether. The way that we get away from this creative avoidance, the way that we get away from procrastination, and the way that we get away from falling to just our own weakness is by summoning a noble cause. Again, a noble cause is anything that is bigger and greater than you, that's more important than yourself. So let's start with the three parts of what the noble cause is, and we're going to start finding yours and zeroing in on it. At least I'll get you started, okay? People, by the way, that I've actually helped to find their noble cause, they get a business that they love waking up to. They get a sales pitch that is congruent with who they are. They get a life that's just overall more enjoyable, and the results, they speak for themselves. They're tied to this enjoyment of serving a certain type of people. So the three parts of a noble cause are your people, your mission, and your message. Let's start with your people. Your people, my friend, are the people you are here to serve. They are the ones you were designed to help out. You specifically have something inside that these people need. What is it? I don't know. It's different for all of us. I can tell you a few places to look that can help out. A lot of times the people that we're talking about, and by the way, I'm not talking now personal. So your people in your personal world, obviously it's your family, it's your loved ones, and we definitely want to hold those people close and draw power from them to make decisions. But I want to turn the page from that and actually look at the professional avatar, the group of people that you love to serve in your work. half your waking hours or more are spent serving someone, so we might as well choose someone that we love. So if you're serving someone that you don't love, if you're serving someone that you feel like is mean, they treat you bad, they don't appreciate you, anything that's just a bad combination, if you're serving someone that's not your people, you're going to hate it. You're going to hate work. You're going to hate giving to people who never give to you, who never appreciate, who would never see what you're doing. Or people maybe who gain, but they're just not your people. Now, I want you to think about all of the people that you have served before in the past, and there's a certain group of people that when you serve them, it actually feels like, my gosh, I'd do this for free. Those are your people. Sometimes those people resemble a version of you in some time past, right? Maybe they have a problem that's similar. Maybe they're in a similar place that you used to be, but these are people that you love to see win. You love to watch them win and overcome in life, and you love to be a part of their success. Now, as a coach, I have a very specific group of people that I work with one-on-one, and if I find that you're not in that realm, I can't help you. I'm not the ride for you. My very peculiar set of skills my people are purpose-driven leaders, specifically and especially people making the jump from sales production and into leadership. Those people who have a heart to serve from leadership, that's my people. That's my people, purpose-driven leaders. So looking to go from the grind to the God-given talent, that's my people, okay? I know it. When I'm serving those people, it's not even like work. They get the best out of me, and I bring the best to them, and it's just, heaven meets earth kind of a thing. Okay, I've known realtors who they love working with people in the military, or some people love working with first-time homeowners or divorced mothers or whatever. I don't know. I don't know who your people are. But my question is to you is to actually go through and figure out who those people are that you really love to serve, and ask yourself, why? Why do I like those people? There's a certain way they behave. Maybe there are psychographic traits. So these are things that are like maybe they're kind, or they're giving, or they're meek, or they're whatever. There's demographic traits, right? They make this much money. They usually work these kind of jobs. So knowing what those things are and owning that allows you to show up. So your people. Next, we have your mission and your message. Your mission is very simple. Your mission means I want to take these people and bring them from here to here. I want these people to be from here to here. And so for me, my mission is to help people to go from the grind to utilizing their God-given talents in their processes. So that is my mission. Some people have a mission of helping people to have comfortable homes for their children or for their families. Some others have a mission to enriching their teammates with a fun culture. Others have a mission of what is your mission? It has to be other-oriented, right? Who are your people? What do you want to bring them to or save them from? You want to save them from heartache, something to do with finances or provision? How can you help them to survive or thrive? Right? That's the mission that you have. So now we've got our people, we've got our mission. By the way, be very careful to hone in on really that top value add that you give to people. Meaning what your mission should be is something that's in your heart, but also most likely you have a skill that's 10 times better than what other people have to offer. That should probably be considered when you're looking at your mission. So I love to coach people and to help them to get from those places through coaching, right? Finally, your message. Your message is simply this. It's if you could download into your people one message, right? What would it be? Let's imagine all of your people are all assembled around you at a mountain, and you have 5 minutes to speak, and they're all there, silent, their phones are turned off, and they're waiting to hear something from you. And whatever it is that you say, they will keep with them the rest of their lives. That is your message. Now, I believe a message, I've said it before, Thoreau says that the mass of men are leading lives of quiet desperation, and they go to the grave with their song still in them. And so I think of a message almost like your song. It's the thing that you want people to know. If you could put that in them, what would it be? What would it be? For me, it's you're here for a purpose. You're connected with God. You are enough. I guess I have multiple things. And you may have multiple messages as well. But ultimately, my biggest, most important message to my people of value is you can create whatever it is you want from what you already have, that being those God-given gifts. You can create whatever you want from the gifts that God has given you already. That's my message. Maybe you need to take a couple of runs at it like I just did. It takes a while to get there. You can borrow from other people. You can, you can change. There's no rules to any of this stuff. But once you have this, like try it on, take it on, put it back if you don't like it. But once you have this is the way that you can engage with maybe some other things that haven't been, let's just say, as joyful of activities for you. I work with a lot of people who struggle picking up the phone, whether it's to recruit or whether it's to prospect. And once they have their noble cause, they don't see themselves as someone showing up to take. They see themselves as someone there to help and to serve and to save, right? Once they have a noble cause, it's not about them anymore. It's about other people. Once you can take what you're doing and transfer that energy and work from that, you become irresistible. And that's the benefit of having a noble cause. That's one benefit. Abundance becomes a byproduct, but here's the best part of all. You live with joy. And the thing that you're speaking and doing for the people that are in front of you, it's like you become like Gandhi, where he says, my life is my teaching. And your life begins to get wrapped around this saying, and you get to sing your song and not go to the grave with your song still inside you. My friend, if you are someone who wants help finding that noble cause, I'll put those structures down in the notes below. Would love to chat with you. Feel free to message me. This is, again, the reason why I'm here. So, of course, I'd love a chance to connect with you about that. Other than that, you are the hero of your journey. The earth needs your magic, and we will see you on the journey. Bye for now.